We are live. What's going on? This is MrLetGo, and today we're about to discuss, damn it, are women becoming too impatient to wait for marriage? Because to a certain degree, a lot of women just naturally, regardless of race, they naturally are hypergamous people. And I think time actually affects a woman's ability to be hypergamous, which is finding a man that, has more than her. And I think that's the actual problem that we're seeing in our communities of all these women just having babies without getting married. They're running out of, I think they're running out of time. So make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to say what's up in the chat and share this video with somebody, because this can help a lot of young women who haven't had any kids yet. What's up, Rochelle? So, all right, I'm on live on Instagram already, and I asked this question on Instagram, and somebody says, sometimes women being impatient. And she says, but sometimes men want to play house for 20 years. And what I said to her is, you want to play house for 20 years. See, women want to get married. Men don't necessarily care about getting married. Men don't necessarily care about having babies. Y'all want to have babies. So if this is something that you want, you want to have, you have to require it. How many of you would love to just go to a dealership and get the car that you want for a lower price and then ride off the lot? You have to, go through a certain process, credit check, all these different verifications. They got to check your, everything. And sometimes you're not going to be able to get it, but you want it anyway. So the same thing with you as a woman. You can't give a man babies or whatever it is that he wants without going through the process first. And that process is marriage. But the problem with that, and we're going to break all of that down. I should have put this over here somewhere. But we're going to break all that down simply by looking at the timeline of a woman's life. Because I think y'all just get to the point in your lives where you're so impatient, where you just start doing all kinds of stuff and you don't even care anymore. So let me know, y'all, is my mic good? Am I too loud? Am I too low? Am I good? So is my sound good, y'all, on YouTube? All right, so somebody else says, running out of time, how many 40-year-old women having children versus women that are, okay, that don't really make a lot of sense. We're not, okay. It's always one, ain't it? It's always one. You're not supposed to have children at the age of 40. First of all, that's the first thing. You're not supposed to have children at the age of 40 because you're heightening the chance of at-risk pregnancy. So that's the first freaking thing. Second thing is that 40-year-old woman married? Most likely not. See, a lot of these 40-year-old women, 50-year-old women, they run around trying to have another baby because their kids done left them and they're alone because all they had in their house was kids. And that's part of the problem. You run around wanting a child instead of wanting to get married. And then there's actually, hold on, let me play this. I should have had this on screen, but I just thought about it. Somebody sent this into my DM. I want to play it real quick. And I think this is a part of the problem. You run out of time. So I'm going to play something that Rihanna said a long time ago. Where is it? Here it is. Y'all listen to this. What's up, Terica? Sound great? Good, good. Y'all listen to this for a second. What's going on, Dupree? What's up, Sarah? Play this.
I want a man that loves me, cherishes me, values me, but they have to know my value in order to value me. They have to know my worth, and they can only know my worth if I know my worth. I want them to respect me, but I want fun times. I want fun times. I want laughs. I want laughs more than anything. Really? Yeah. I just want to laugh. Like I have everything else. All I want is a partner in crime to enjoy it with me. Yeah.
So what she said was great. It sounded okay. You know, it wasn't a problem, right? But one of the biggest issues that I have with what she said was, she didn't say I want a family. She didn't say I want a husband. She didn't say I want somebody that's going to teach me something. Now, we all can have and want whatever it is that we, you know, it's cool, right? But the problem with what she said, the problem I have with what she said, because what she said is what she said. When you don't speak what you actually want, like into your life, you're not going to get it. So if you just want somebody to value you, which is cool, and somebody to have fun times with, that's what you're going to have. And with Rihanna, that's what she got. All these years, she wanted a baby, I'm sure. She wanted a family. She wanted to get married, but she messing with folks like Chris Brown, who ain't going to marry her, you know? And then now she's getting older or whatever, and she got all this money and ain't got nobody to share it with. Because it's not about money. A lot of y'all just run around trying to make all this damn money, but your life still sucks because you ain't got no family. So now this damn girl is pregnant, and you know, she looks happy, and I hope she is happy, but I don't think she's happy because she doesn't have a family. This is different. It's just some dude that likes or loves her, but probably ain't never going to want to be with her, got her pregnant. You know, and is this a life you want to have? So Rihanna is a perfect example of a woman who has gotten impatient. And she's just like, yo, I just want a baby. But if you just look at, because that right there was like from 5, maybe 10 years ago. You can just look at what she says. I just want fun times. Like, are you serious? Is that all you want? You can have fun times with anybody. You know, like what is it that you want in life? You know, do you want to get married? You got to say it. Do you want a family and not just a baby? You got to say it. And everybody, make sure to hit the like button. Hit the like button. All right. In other interviews, hold on. In other interviews, she mentioned that she would like to marry and have 4 kids. Okay, that's cool. It's important to know what you actually want. Exactly. All right, my point is that we would be running out of time, and age isn't the only issue. I know young women having more at risk. Well, okay, that don't make no sense. All right. Strong point. Now that I'm, hold on. Now that I'm, they ain't wording stuff right. Now that I'm getting back to thinking that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't want a family. She just want, yeah, that was 10 years ago is what she wanted. That's what I'm saying. So 10 years later, y'all, just as an example, 10 years later, Rihanna now is pregnant by a dude. You know, and that's really all it is. She's just pregnant by a dude, you know, and these are, you know, like I love seeing, you know, a person like Jay-Z's wife, Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce. She did things right. She got married and then she started having kids. But most of y'all like Beyonce did not run through her 20s. Not many dudes can say they had Beyonce before she got with Jay-Z. So let's go through this timeline real quick. Because we can easily look at Beyonce's timeline and then look at Rihanna's timeline. Rihanna has more money than Beyonce, but I'm quite sure that has nothing to do with Rihanna's life and Beyonce's life. So is a woman's impatience getting in the way of her natural hypergamous nature? That's the number one thing that we're talking about. Do you not like have time to be hypergamous anymore? Do you not have time to find the right man anymore? Or you just like looking for anybody because you just want a baby, or you just want this, you just want that, and you just willing to marry anybody? You know, if you go look at Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj got with a dude who got all these issues or whatever, and he wanted to marry her. So she's like, okay. So this ain't just about babies. This is just about, where are your standards at? Are you lowering your standards at this point in your life because you're running out of time? You're either looking too old in the face, or your waist isn't as thin as it used to be, or your butt isn't as round as it used to be, or you want a baby or want another baby, and you just looking around and you just want parts of what a family looks like, because you don't think you can get the whole thing. So you start off doing, like, let's look at the timeline. When you're in your 20s, right? The human brain does not necessarily fully mature until the age of 25, right? So it's okay. But between the age of 18 and 20, 22, or whatever, either go to college or you just get out here and live your life. And to a certain degree, you screw over your whole 20s. You have a baby, you do all this stupid stuff, you get hurt emotionally or physically as a woman. You know, you go through all these issues. This and that happens, right? And now you're somewhat wounded, because I don't want to say damaged. You're wounded and you need healing, but you don't really go to therapy. You know, side note, I think before a man or a woman starts their life, I think it would behoove them to actually start therapy before they even go to college. Like, go to a year of therapy or something to get rid of all the childhood trauma that they had to deal with. And then, what's up, Sierra? What's up, Jada? And once you actually get through the therapy, you now see life a little bit more clearly, and you can put certain ducks in a row instead of just being out here. So you got one group of women going to college, you know, which is cool. Then you got another group of women who didn't go to college. What's up, Tisha? And then you just like, all right, I'm going to get this money. I'm going to do what I do. Or either the other girl who didn't go to college, she ain't really thinking about settling down either. And she just out here just doing whatever. And then you got a third group of women who didn't go to college and who they just want to fall in love. They just want a family so badly. Neither one of these groups of women are actually looking at marriage. They're just looking at life. And it's not really about marriage. And make sure to hit the like button, guys. Make sure to hit the like button. It can feel like maybe you've seen what's out there, and even if nothing has been quite right, it's time to make a choice. It's not a good mindset to be in, but that's part of it. And that's all I'm saying. So I'm not crazy that y'all literally are just at a point where you just want to do something different, and there's nobody to do different stuff with because you're kind of like in the same mindset. That's the reason why it's important for every young person, because if y'all got kids, I would like to let y'all know that I should have did it with my kids. It's important for you to put your kids in therapy so they can unlearn all the dumb stuff that you taught them, because we're not perfect as parents. And some of the stuff that we taught our kids is just dumb stuff. is our own fears. Have you ever projected your fears on your child? I think I have. I can't just say what I actually did, but I never want to just say, well, I'm the perfect parent and I haven't done this and I haven't done that. But to a certain degree, you projected your fears on your own child. So that child needs to go to therapy so they can be able to figure out, one, whose baggage is whose. Are these your issues? Are these my issues? You know, like when you're young, when you start to leave your parents or whatever, you have a lot of issues, but you don't know if those issues are yours or are they your parents' issues. And then you just get to the point where you just have all these issues, but some of them aren't even yours. So you got to go out in the world in your 20s with all these issues, right? Resentment, abandonment issues, or whatever, you know, entitlement. And then you start realizing like, yo, the world kind of sucks. The world is not necessarily easy. And then you go through your 20s, either screwing it up, having babies, or holding yourself out, or whatever, you know, thoughting yourself out. And then you get to the point where you start looking at your life and you're like, all right, I'm 28 now, right? 29. You ain't had no kids yet, or either you had kids. So now, and then the third group is they just graduate from college, right? So the first group of women, they got 2 kids, and all they're hearing is the Kevin Samuels of the world saying, nobody wants you because you are a single mother, right? Then you got a second group of women who haven't had any kids, and they're just like, where are all the good men who want a woman with no kids? Then you got the third group of women who just graduate from college, and they trying to figure their lives out, and they ain't had kids yet. And it's like all 3 of them are kind of like in the same boat. In a clubhouse room earlier, a couple of days ago, it was a woman who came up on stage and said, I have a degree, I have no kids, I have this, I have that. And why is it so difficult for me to find a man? And she sounded impatient. She sounded impatient. And guy after guy after guy after guy specifically said one particular thing. He said, well, it may be your attitude, because sometimes, you know, you graduate from college as a woman, you think you're smarter than everybody, or I have a degree, therefore I should get this. And you have a new level of entitlement because you got a degree versus other men or other people, other women not having a degree. And you have a certain level of entitlement that you may not realize. Or since you did not go to therapy, you went to college, you still have the same childhood issues that you had when you were young. And just because you got a degree doesn't necessarily make you a better woman than you were at first from a marriage perspective. You got the same issues, same problems. And problem is now you got a degree, so you think you're smart while you're traumatized. So it's like you're a smart 12-year-old because you got all this childhood trauma, you spoiled, or you don't want to listen to nobody, you don't want to follow nobody, you don't know what men want, you don't know how men think, and you just go through life thinking that a man is supposed to listen to you. Because the truth is, a lot of you, regardless of your age, regardless of where you are in your life, you want a man to come in and help you and actually follow your program versus you following a man's program. So you got a degree, or you got this, or you got kids, or whatever. You just want help. Or like what Rihanna said,
I want a man that loves me, cherishes me, values me.
me.
In order to value me.
Me.
And they can only know my worth if I know my worth. I want them to respect me.
Me.
I want fun times. I
want fun times.
I want
Fun times.
anything. Really. Yeah. I just want to laugh. Like I have everything else. All I want is a partner in crime to enjoy it with me.
Sounds like you want a bestie. Sounds like you want a gay best friend. What dude is dumb enough to sign up for that? I wish Rihanna would DM me like, what's up? I'm going to hang out with her, but I wouldn't marry her either. I'm talking about before the baby. Ain't nobody stupid enough to go up and be with somebody like that. Hey, I want somebody to travel with. I'm not nobody's gay best friend. Like, what in the world? Do y'all realize how you sound out here in this world? I want fun times. Do you want to follow somebody? Rihanna is very good in business, but I'm quite sure she's heavily traumatized. Like, find a man that can lead you somewhere. Because life isn't about money. Life is about family. Life is about legacy. And she's screwing her legacy up already. Because even though she had a child by a famous person, what is his legacy going to look like? He's just a rapper. She got money. She got a legacy. But her baby dad ain't got no legacy. He's just a rapper with a lot of money. So when it comes to a legacy, when it comes to family, it's about a system. Like, what family are you like going to marry yourself into? None. Because you just want a damn baby. So going back to the timeline. So you start off doing whatever you want, like a grown kid eating ice cream for dinner. And, you live your life, you're having fun. Okay, somebody says he's not just a rapper. Okay, what else is he then other than just a rapper? Okay, what else is he other than a rapper? That's the question. Because we looking at legacy. Like, what is his last name going to represent to his legacy instead of him just being Rihanna's baby daddy? So, in the timeline, you screw over your whole 20s, you know what I'm saying? You have 2 kids by 2 different dudes, or you go to college and you want to be this independent woman, or you're in the middle where you just get a job and you ain't got no kids. All 3 women are looking at men the same way. What is wrong with these men? What is wrong with these men? So back to the girl in Clubhouse. The majority of the guys on the Clubhouse on the Clubhouse stage answer her question when she said, "Hey, I ain't got no kids. I went to college. I got all this and that. I'm attractive. Why? What is wrong with these men?" The question was, "What is wrong with you?" Because we actually said, well, one of the things that we run into all the time as men is the attitude problem. Make sure to hit the like button, y'all. Thank you, Terica. Like button, like button, like. What my likes looking like, Terica? Because I can't see nothing. I actually learned something was going on with my Wi-Fi because I had too much stuff going on in the house. So I cut some Wi-Fi off or whatever. He's Rihanna's baby father, not just her. Yo, remember earlier somebody says, whoever her baby daddy is, I don't care who he is. She said, he's not just a rapper. They said, yeah, he's Rihanna's baby father. That's what else he has other things too that makes a man. No, he don't. He's just a rapper. Stop it. So the young lady in the Clubhouse room was just like, well, what's wrong with these men? Why can't they do this? What's wrong, right? And the guys, all of us, me too, was like, well, it may be the attitude. We don't know the woman. We're just saying it could be woman's attitude. See, the most important thing that you just as a woman may not realize that will make a woman marriage material is her lack of attitude, not her attitude, her lack of attitude. Like, we don't need all that mess. Like, sit down somewhere. A woman that knows how to sit down and allow her man to lead. Like I said, a lot of you are looking for a man to just have fun times with, like Rihanna, or somebody to just come in and help you with your little 2 kids, your little fatherless kids. Who's dumb enough to come in and do that? You know what I mean? Like, what are you offering us? How he got all that money, then he's a good, okay, whatever. Okay. Are you his cousin or something? Who cares? I whatever. He ain't got nothing else. Just a lot of money. So your attitude is the biggest issue when it comes to us men, because we don't want to deal with all that stuff. So as these women just get older or whatever, they have nobody around them to tell them about their attitudes, because with the majority of you, your homegirl might say you tripping or don't do that, but they ain't gonna stop being your friend if you keep doing stupid stuff. And since they continue to be your friend, guess what? You're gonna continue doing the stupid stuff. See, I've lost friends recently because they doing stupid stuff or they did something stupid. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna attach myself or my brand to somebody like you. Nope, I'm good. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing like that. Like I said, the most you'll say is like, girl, you tripping. Girl, don't do that no more. But there's no consequences if the woman doesn't, if the woman keeps doing it. So there's no accountability in your lives when you're like 28, 32. You're just doing whatever. And somebody just they don't feel comfortable telling you about your bad attitude, or they'll just kind of like throw a little sugar out there, like, yo, your attitude is this, but they don't say nothing. So your attitude stays the same, and then y'all make excuses for your failures every time a relationship ends, and it's never you. So what happens? You don't learn anything. Like, okay, somebody's talking about Beyonce, right? Beyonce is one of those women who don't seem to have an attitude. She seems to be somebody that is easily able to be led. Like, have you seen Beyonce's old videos? She's an old country girl from Texas who don't know nothing until she turns into Beyonce. You know, what is her alter ego, whatever her name is, something, I don't know. But Marie says Beyonce had 3 goals she wanted to achieve by the age of 30: be a millionaire, be married, and be a mother. She dropped out of high school and touring with Destiny Child. Question: did Beyonce finally get her high school diploma? Nobody cares. She got her husband diploma. Who cares? She got her husband diploma. See, you don't need a diploma when you are somebody's wife. You know what I'm saying? So y'all want to run around getting all this stuff, degrees, and y'all got more degrees than a thermometer, but you ain't got no husband though. Personally, if I was a woman, I ain't a woman, I don't want to be a woman, but personally, if I was a woman, I'm like, we get a husband, somebody to pay my bills and start a family with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing, you know, I just want y'all to think about this. And there's nothing wrong with college, but it's about the approach to college. You go to college for 4 years, right? And you spend these 4 to 6 years learning how to get a job, right? Sasha, that's right. But what about going to college to learn about men? And you can go there for 1 year or 2 years or whatever. Mix in a little therapy. Your attitude is fixed. You ain't walk around entitled. You ain't walk around like this goofy independent crap like y'all be having. Then you get married while your best friend goes to college for 4 or 5 years and she gets a degree. Who is going to be happier? You can have your family. You ain't got to pay all your bills. Your kids have a father in the household. Look at your friend over there, got her degree. I'm independent. I don't need no man. Just as miserable as I don't know what. And it's sad. There's nothing wrong with college. Nothing wrong with college. But I'm just saying the approach. So just to remind y'all, the reason why we're here is the question is, are women too impatient to allow her natural hypergamy to lead her to marriage? And the answer to that is yes. A lot of you just want a baby because your eggs are about to be, I don't want to say nothing about your eggs, but your eggs are drying out, or your eggs are doing this, your eggs are doing that. And you start letting down your Pookie radar, and you start looking for anybody to give you a baby, like Rihanna. And she didn't have a baby with anybody, but she had a baby with somebody who don't want to marry her. All right. Allison says, I hear what you're saying, but not having an education and relying solely on a husband is dangerous. Women can have both. Well, that's a problem, Allison. Let me see. Allison, pull up if you want to. I would love to have a conversation, because there's a lot of variables to what Allison just said. Too many women are afraid of men. Too many women don't know men. So Allison simply said that having an education and relying solely on a man. I didn't say that. Where did that come from, Allison? Did I ever say relying solely on a man? It's plenty of people who don't have educations and they make great money, or they have their own business. I didn't go to college. I make great money. So I think that's one of the issues that we have. There's nothing wrong with college, but I'm just saying, you spending 4 to 6 years to go get a job. But how much time, and this is the comparison. This is a comparison, y'all. There's nothing wrong with college. The comparison between how much time you spend in college to go get a job versus how much time you spend trying to learn and understand men. How the most important decision you'll ever make in your life is what? Somebody answer that. The most important decision you'll ever make in your entire life as a woman is what? Okay. Ray 77 says, I'm only patient about spending too long with the wrong guy because I don't want to waste my best years on the wrong man. That's it. I love that. I love that. I love that. The family you choose. No. What's up, SD? Pull up on YouTube, SD, if you want to pull up. Go over to MrLetGo on YouTube. Well, first of all y'all go over to MrLetGo on YouTube. And SD, come over to MrLetGo on YouTube, and I'll pull you up on the screen. Thank you. Choosing your potential husband, not who you have. Yes, who you have children with, who you marry. Yes, 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 yes. So the women have spoken, okay? The women have spoken. The most important decision a woman will ever make in your entire life, is a man. But you spend 4 to 6 years on a potential job. But how much time do you spend learning about men? Zero. Women date down because they want control. That is a fact, JC the Conqueror. I totally agree with you on that. And that is the problem that I see, ladies. None of you know anything about men. Well, I ain't gonna say none of you, but virtually none of you have gotten therapy, and you don't know anything about yourself. You spend so much time learning how to get a job. You'll go out, you'll listen to the white man, because this right here is gonna hurt. You'll listen to everything a white man tells you to do. Tells you to do this, you do it. Tells you, you'll go to school, you go to school learning how to listen to the white man, and then you go out and work for the white man. And you listen to him. But then you get a man, you don't listen to him. You get a husband, you don't listen to him. You got to go to school to learn how to listen to the black man also. Can any of you multitask? Can any of you go out and learn about men and spend a certain amount of time understanding men? Spend a certain amount of time understanding your childhood trauma? See, a lot of times, college can be a coping mechanism. College can be a cure for boredom. I'm not saying college is bad. I'm just saying college can actually be a person's coping mechanism. Sure, Classy B. Hold on one second. I'll drop the link. Link is coming. Exactly. Like, sheesh. Because like I said, it's just so many things that just don't make a lot of sense to me. But I'm not a woman, so I ain't got this problem, and I'm just here to help. But I just don't understand like how y'all approach life. All right, I dropped the link, Classy B. And if anybody else wants to come up, just click the link. But I need to see your face before I bring you up, just so you know. Make sure you're not a troll or a bot or something like that. But yeah, hit the link. So look, everybody on Instagram, I'm bringing people up on YouTube. Okay, I'm bringing people up on YouTube. So come over to YouTube. One, so you can watch the show, and two, if you want to have a question, it could be answered over here. Over there. All right, so hold on a second. Hold on. All right, Ray. All right, Ray. Are you?
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, Ray 77. I know who Jada is. Uh-oh. Damn it, I gotta move around. Ray 77. Can you hear me? Because if not, I'm gonna drop you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're a person and not a troll or whatever. It's trolls run around trying to mess up people's YouTube channel. Okay, so Jada, you got the same issue.
Again?
Yeah, like the popping. Okay, so what do you think, Jada?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So, well, first, hey, how are you?
Hey.
I thank God for you so much. I actually cried 3 days ago. So I did go to therapy Monday. And we talked a lot about, like you said, like the childhood trauma and the negative impact like was whatever your mom, because I was always told like I can never I'm your mama, like I can never tell you anything wrong, so you need to listen to me. Any man try to come in your life and try to tell you what to do and try to control you, God didn't send him for you, so he's not the one. So you see why I'm by myself, because I ain't finna take nothing from no type of man. I
Yeah.
don't care how
Oh, don't curse. Don't curse. But go
oh,
ahead.
sorry. So yeah, she was like, well, I'm not gonna, because I'm not gonna take anything from, I'm not gonna take nothing from no man, like no junk, like from him, like telling her what to do. Like, you're not gonna control my life. So if you got a man who's trying to tell you what to do and trying to control your life, then you need to just leave him, and you don't have to explain yourself about it. So and then not only that, like the negativity, well, I could have been this, I could have been that, but see, I had kids. So if I wouldn't have had a job, then maybe I would have been a doctor, maybe I would have been a nurse. So it's just like, oh my God, like just so much negative. So when you get in a relationship, you kind of start thinking that because that's all you know. And then
Yep.
you would think that your mom wouldn't tell you anything wrong. So it not only that, but when it comes to your career, future, you feel like no one's gonna help you. Like, how I'm gonna make this? Or I don't want to ask no man for no help, because mom always taught me like, don't be begging nobody to do nothing for you. If like the do nothing for you, go do it yourself. So it brought like a whole lot of baggage. And so even when like a guy would come in my life, I would run them away, because that's all I knew. Like, somebody want to be nice to me, I would think they're running a trick on me.
Yep.
Like they be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, or they probably like, can I take you out? I'm like, yeah, something up. Like, there's got to be some type of ulterior motive. So I would literally think that they're in it for something. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I run away. I'm like, well, I don't want to talk right now. Like, what I do? I was like, you didn't do nothing. And so they were like, dang, like you didn't even give me a week. I was like,
Right.
well, because of this and that, but it made me scared and afraid, because my mom, by her being alone, it made me feel like I don't want nobody using me or take advantage of me, because this is what my mama said. So
Yep.
not only to know the man's side, but not just to listen to my mom, it messed me up. And that goes on with my future as well, because I
Mm-hmm.
was afraid of help. I felt like if I was to ask like a man to become my life, or try to have like that father figure role, either they'll come in and leave, or I would just be like, well, since he told me that he was going to, be a part of raising me in my life, and he didn't. So I just won't ask anybody. So it
Yeah.
made me just get men totally different. And now that I'm 22 years old, I feel like my future is on hold. Like, I'm just at a standstill. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to go to different opportunities, the events, and I'm trying to get like that negative mindset, because she's still in the same place she was since I was born. And I know that if I continue to like not saying I don't love my mom, but I have to get away from her, because
You
I
have to
know
get away from her. Right.
I will be stuck just like her. It's like she don't want me to flourish. It's if like if like she was if like she want my life. Like, she want me to stay stuck because she's stuck. And
Yep.
so when I try to go above and try to do something in my life, like, girl, ain't nobody gonna be doing this and doing that. Like, well, you right. Or maybe she
Yep.
is wrong. So I begin to be confused.
Yeah.
And it messed me up in the end, because I feel like I sabotaged my whole career, and I feel like there's no one, like that, like this is just it. All
Yeah.
because of what I grew up in.
Let me
But
ask you this. Let me ask you this, Jada.
yes, sir.
Why do you think your mom did this to you? Because there's a reason.
You ask how or why?
Why? Why do you think your mom did this to you? Because there's an actual reason. Because most black mothers do this.
I honestly feel like because I did grow up fatherless, I feel like I didn't have no one to really just come in and correct. But I feel like the reason why she probably did it is because she probably see me in her, or she probably that I have ambition, or I have like the dreams and goals that she wish she had. And I feel like now that she is by herself, she wants me to basically take care of her or be up
That's
under
it.
her, because
That's
she
it.
doesn't have.
That's
And it's
it.
like, surge in my life. I can't travel because she got some negative stuff. Well, you got to be careful. Is people running the white van. So you trying to. I know you got a passport, but you trying to go
Yep.
overseas. Got to
That's
be
it.
careful.
So hold on,
When I
Jada. Jada,
so
hold on a second. Hold on a second. So essentially, what the typical black mom does to her daughter is she does everything she possibly can to keep. Hold on, I want to mute you just for a second, Jada. Okay. she's going to do everything in her power to keep you single. The reason why she's doing this is because she ain't got no man. And at some point, she's going to get old and she needs you to take care of her. And most of these single mothers, they had you. I want you to think about this. Most of these single mothers had you with this thought process. They had you because they couldn't keep a man or find a man, and they just tired of just coming home by themselves and there's nobody in the house. So what ends up happening is you just, okay, hold on. I seen a message. So you just are like, yo, it'll be so awesome, because this is what we're talking about. Your impatience simply causes you to say, I want a baby before this happens, or I want a baby because I'm lonely. I want a baby because, you know, and then you end up having a baby. So you start off the process of having a baby with the mindset and the approach of, this is my baby. This is my child. So now once you get older, you are still her child, like her property. And when you start seeing imagine having a balloon, right? You got a balloon, you love your balloon. When you go outside, what your balloon want to do? It kind of like wants to, just float away, right? But no, you ever had balloons in a car and you taking the balloons out, and then you have that little white ring at the bottom of the string to weigh the balloon down? That is what your mom does to you. Because I'm sure Ray is still on here listening. I think she lost her connection. Black mothers try to weigh you down so you won't float away, because she wants her balloon. She made you, and she doesn't want you to float away and go live your life. You're hers. And this is the problem. So many women don't care anything about starting a family. So many women don't care anything about learning and understanding a man and actually wanting to be with a man. All she wants is a baby. Why? So one, to find somebody that finally loves her unconditionally, because nobody in her life has ever loved her unconditionally. Her mom didn't love her. Her dad didn't love her. Her dad left her. So she has a baby. Guess what? Unconditional love. It's like a damn a magic wand. Boop. I want unconditional love. Boop. I got it. Got a whole baby. I got unconditional love. But you don't have enough forward thinking where you're like, okay, I really got to raise this child. You don't have enough forward thinking to say, wait, I want this child to go on with their lives and have their own family. No, you ain't got no family as a single mom. How's she gonna have a family? You ain't got no family. So when you have a mom and she's a single mom, and you grow up, you're gonna be a single mom. Most likely, you're gonna do your own child like this without even realizing it, because human instinct is just gonna kick in where you're just like, all right, inflation is happening and this is happening. Where am I going to live if things go bad? Oh, I have a daughter. But your number one job as a single mother is to make sure your daughter doesn't get married. Because if she gets married, she's going to have to adhere to what her husband says. And ain't no real man going to have no single mother, angry, lonely woman living in no house with him and his wife and their kids. That ain't going to happen. So what y'all think?
I mean, there's a reason why there's not a black version of like Everyone Loves Raymond. So yeah, I think you're absolutely spot on. It's really it's kind of like the way the whole system kind of works. Is like they want American black people to keep procreating and kind of keep going in this system because we spend so much money in America. And unfortunately, American black people are like the representatives of Black culture globally. I'm here in Germany, and still, it's like, it's really kind of funny sometimes that, like, when you start to kind of kick with other Black people outside of America, like how much they really despise that Black Americans are like the main people seen for Black culture. But
Yeah.
in reality, that's kind of, it's been set up that way. So in reality, we have a whole lot of sisters who have no problem procreating and putting more American Black babies in the slavery system that is America.
Yeah.
That kind of enslaves Black people globally and kind of keeps the clog moving. If we did it logically, like how you said, where it was like, the person who you have a baby with is the person that you're trying to grow old with and die with. Simple as that. But the person that you have a baby with is the person that you're trying to spend the rest of your life with. Not even just marry, but actually spend the rest of your life with that person. It would completely change the trajectory of what our Black community looks like. But unfortunately, what we do is that we just have babies because a lot of our single mothers will kind of preach this idea of, well, build the tribe without the
man,
king.
Without the man.
Like, and
You're a queen without a king.
Yeah, my mother was a professor, whatever, and and she got her and my sister, like, because she wants to make sure she's retired. So then now that my mother is like already almost 80, and my sister's in her 40s, had no children, typical like modern woman, educated, blah blah blah, but nobody wanted to have children with her. And now her and my mother are like living together, and like I'm here in Germany, and they always kind of try to bring me back, and I'm like, no, like I'm beyond that. I escaped the matrix.
Yeah,
but you really have to figure out.
I love that.
No, America really is a matrix. It really is. And once you've actually, I've been a traveler all my life. I've always told people, like, once you've traveled as a Black man outside of America, not like visiting, but actually like trying to become something with your art or your music or whatever it is that you are, and you do it outside of America, you'll see that the American Black man is actually valued, completely valued in other countries outside of America. And even for Black women, once you go to these places, not like the Jamaicas and the Virgin Islands, like to have a vacation, but once you actually leave and get on maybe this side of the planet and try to make something of yourself, you'll see that as an American Black woman, you're already put on a pedestal because the whole world cherishes the American Black person. We're the world's celebrities. But rarely do American Black people ever come outside of America and actually try to get started. And that's something that I think we really need to start doing, is starting to figure out how can Black men and Black women come together outside of America. Because I think the system itself is what's really like just completely fucked up. I try to be smart sometimes. Sorry, I can't say that word. My bad. Completely. Give me a Jesse Jackson word.
Messed up. It's like, golly.
Complete malarkey. And it's completely malarkey. But I do feel that when you meet American Black women outside of America, and you even want to maybe have a marriage and a union outside of America, it works great.
Yeah.
It really is just the system.
Let me say this, Classy. This is the young lady that was up here earlier. She said, "I'm afraid to leave because I feel like something bad will happen and I won't be there." See, this is the problem. Now your mom is making you feel guilty to leave her. Do you know how narcissistic that is? If you leave me, something may happen to me and it's going to be your fault. You're a grown ass woman. I'm leaving.
Oh, don't say a. I'm gonna call you out for you cussing. Now we even.
I got you. It's a certain amount and a certain verbiage you can use. You said the F word. Okay. But you can say a curse word like every 10 minutes, something like that. I forgot. I don't know what it is.
Is that for real? For real?
Yeah. You can't curse within first this amount of time, and it's a lot of stuff. But you can curse and still get monetization or whatever. But you just can't blatantly do certain things. But
did you ever see the movie Legend of the Fall?
Legend of the Fall?
Okay, well, it was pretty much the same. It was like sometimes as a man, you have to leave your family and become the man that you want to become, and then you can come back to your family. I think a lot of our women need to do the same thing, where it's like you need to leave your family and become the woman you want to become. And then if you want to, come back to your family. Because in America, our family.
What about get a husband?
Say it again.
That's about men, I'm assuming, not women. Women need to go leave. They finally go find a husband, start their own family. But you going back to your
they're
family?
leaving anyway. They leave their nest anyway, but then they leave their nest and they get a baby a lot of times, especially or they go to college, or once they get out of like the mother and the father's like household, or just the mother's household, they usually come make a baby and then they come back to their mother with the baby. Yeah. And what has to happen is that women have to start leaving that nest with the intention of finding a husband, instead of leaving the nest, getting pregnant, and then trying to come back home to mama with their tail tucked between their legs.
Yeah. So and that's what yeah, this is disgusting, man. I'm afraid to leave because I feel like something bad will happen to her. This is what happens to you ladies when you don't find a husband. Other people around you start feeling sorry for you, like you're a little puppy or something, and they got to carry you around with them for the rest of their lives, and you're a burden on other people because you didn't find a husband. Like, golly, man, I feel so sorry for this young lady. Hey, y'all can Ray 77 and Classy B, y'all can come back up here. I think one of y'all lost the signal, but y'all welcome to come back up here because I want to hear what Ray 77 said. I mean, was about to say. We didn't get a chance to go because your signal dropped, but y'all welcome to come back up. But this is the cycle, and this is what I'm saying. The whole reason for this particular stream is to let women know, like, yo, you got to change your approach. A man is the most important decision you'll ever make in your entire life. And you don't think nothing about learning about them, understanding them, cooperating with them, or anything. All you want to do is go learn from a white man to go work for a white man. What about a black man? You'll go listen to a white man and then go work for a white man and go listen to him, everything he tells you to do. But the second a black man tries to tell you something, what to do, you cuss him out or you leave him. It's just the dumbest thing in the world. All right, here go.
You know, the crazy thing is though, like the messed up solution. Like, could you imagine what would happen if the grid just went down in America?
Hold on. Mm-hmm. I just want to give Ray the floor. Ray, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So what do you think?
I was going to say earlier that I can kind of relate to, I think it was Jada that was speaking about what her mom said to her. My mom says, similar things to me, that I should just focus on getting a degree because you can't depend on a man. And I guess there's some importance to that.
Wait. Get a degree because you can't depend on a man.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
And, I understand because obviously from her experience, she's been let down many times as well. So I completely get it. And, but it's difficult for me because I just can't, I don't know why, but family is very important to me. And you
start your own family, and family could be important to
you. But the thing is, with I don't know how to explain it. With like my friends, because I'm in my early 20s. Most people around my age, if I was to just start a family, they would kind of look at me as weird, because everyone's out getting a degree, living their life and stuff. So
you'll be looked at as weird by focusing on a husband?
Yeah, because people my age in my friendship group are not really doing that. So at the moment, I'm just focused on my degree.
Okay. How many of your friends are single moms?
Oh, none of them.
Okay, that's good. Chasing a man isn't the thing to do, but having an understanding that a man, which is a husband, keyword husband, not no boyfriend, not baby daddy, focusing on a husband and then spending a certain amount of time focusing on you, which is therapy, not college. See, women love to go to college. That's cool. But what about going to therapy? So it's three different things. One is therapy. so you can let go of all this stupid mess that your mom taught you, because virtually everything your mom taught you was dumb and idiotic. I don't care who you are watching this. If you were raised by a single mother, the majority of the stuff that she taught you was just a stupid, dumb, idiotic, dysfunctional mess. Okay, period. That's the first thing. You have to get rid of all of that, which is going to therapy. The second thing is you have to get so therapy is understanding yourself. Okay, and understanding like where your childhood trauma came from. If you're Black, you had childhood trauma. You had a single mother, you had childhood trauma. Then is understanding men. You have to understand men. Learning about men, why men do this, interacting with men from a friend standpoint, from a teacher standpoint, because of the majority of us were taught by female teachers also. So you haven't even interacted with a man from a teacher-student standpoint. You don't know anything about men, you know, except for some dude wanting to have sex with you. That's the second thing. And then the third thing is college. See, some idiot down here talking about, dang, who hurt you? Do you want to be like this idiot talking about, dang, who hurt you? Just triggered by everything. If somebody says something about anything that has anything to do with a woman not needing a man, if somebody hurt you, you hate your mom or whatever. It's a world of idiots out here that if you aren't careful, you're going to end up just thinking like them. Does that make sense?
Can I say something? I would like to.
Sure. Go ahead.
And then also like with me, like even with like me trying to lose weight, like because I got up to like my high 200s, like I think my highs were like 280, and so I looked in like the mirror and I was just like, that's it, like but it's like you will feed me all this food, you know, when I was younger, like, oh, let her eat, and then like now, like when I get older and like listening to you. Oh, I'm not gonna cry, but listening to you, and like I said, I always wanted that father figure in my life, like,
yeah,
do this, Jada. So like me, like trying to go to the gym and do her, she's like, you know, God made you this way, this, then the third, and it's like, well, you want to lose weight, then go ahead. Then when you start looking like a skeleton, then don't be mad at me.
See what I'm saying? That's your mama. How many of your mamas tell you to not get better because they don't want you to find a man because you already pretty? You made some more changes and somebody marries you, your mom's life is over. She's going to be like the bad guy who actually loses at the end of the movie.
Right. And then so like even though like when I go to the gym or whatever, it's like, oh man, I just feel like it's just too far. I don't want to lose that much weight. I don't want and I know like God did not make me this way. I know that. Like I know that. I want to look better and I want to feel better. But when you don't have anyone to talk to, like you get your own thoughts. And when you don't believe in yourself, it's like my thoughts are not my thoughts. My thoughts are her thoughts. Because that's all I know.
Yes. Whoa. That's so amazing. That's so profound. Please say that part again.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to cry. Even like trying to go to the gym and lose weight, and like when you don't have your corner, nobody to talk, nobody to like, Jada, you can do that. Come on, like I even though I know I want to look better and feel better, that's
Jada. Let me say this. Hold on, Jada.
I'm sorry.
Jada.
I'm sorry.
I get it. Understand this. Hold on. Let me mute you for a second, but don't go nowhere. I'm just gonna mute you. It's not about losing weight. Okay? It's a mind thing and not a body thing. Wherever the mind goes, the body will follow. So all you have to do is start a habit of disciplining yourself. That's what you have to do. Hold on. And you got to learn how to listen 70% of the time and talk 30% of the time also. I know you have a lot to get out, but this is important. These are mental exercises that I want you to do right now. Think 70-30 in every conversation. Listen 70% of the time and talk 30% of the time. When you get done off this live, when you get done talking to your friend or whoever at your job, I want you to say to yourself, all right, did I listen 70% of the time? And did I talk 30% of the time? Always, that in every interaction, always keep that in mind. That's the first thing. The second thing is going to the gym is not about losing weight. Okay. I go to the gym 3 times a week. I am not looking like Derek Jackson with muscles everywhere, because it's not about getting muscles or losing weight. I go to the gym because it's a part of my lifestyle. Okay. Since it's a part of my lifestyle, I can easily go to the gym and get all these muscles because I'm already in the gym. The lifestyle has already started. The level of discipline is already there. This bar I was eating is one of those protein bars. Okay. So, and I got water right here. It's a lifestyle. So when you go to the gym, see what I'm saying? See, he got water in arm's reach. Always. I always got water at arm's reach. Okay. I got fruit right over there at arm's reach. If I get up, I can come back with some fruit in 10 seconds. So it's a mindset. It's not about getting slimmer. It's about, okay, I want to be healthier. Okay. I ain't got all the muscles in the world, but I can get them because I started a level of discipline that put me on a road to doing that. So the first thing you have to do, Jada, is go to the gym and go 3 times a week. It doesn't make a difference what you do or how much you lose. You may even go in there and start gaining weight. It doesn't matter. Just go. Okay. And once you get an understanding of going to the gym and your brain is now sees this as a lifestyle, then you can start adding on doing this and doing that. I just need you to go to the gym and just do the favorite thing you like doing. I don't care what it is. Just go to the gym 3 times a week and do some stuff. Okay. Get on this, get on that, run, bike, get on a bike, whatever it is. Just go 3 times a week and put it in your mind as this is a part of my lifestyle. And then I need you to start taking water with you. Every live stream you see me, I'm going to grab some water because water is always right here. Okay. That's another thing. I need you to drink water and stop drinking soda. I don't drink soda. I might drink soda like once a week, probably once every whatever, but stop drinking soda. Only drink water. Okay. If you don't like water, try Fiji, because I don't like water either. And Fiji actually tastes like Kool-Aid in my mind. I don't know how, but Fiji tastes like Kool-Aid and not water. But drink water. These are levels of discipline, Jada. It's not about losing weight. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all start getting impatient and be like, oh my God, I need to lose some weight. Oh my God, I need to have a baby. Oh my God, I'm getting old. We got to stop with all this. Oh my God, I got to hurry up and do something. That's what this whole stream is about. This impatience of, I got to do this. No, what you got to do is slow down, not speed up. I need you to slow down. You don't need to have no damn baby. You don't need to lose all this weight. You don't need to do nothing. You don't even need to get away from your mama. You need to just slow down and start setting boundaries with your mama. Start setting boundaries with the bad food you eating. Set boundaries with your coping mechanism, which could be sex, food, drinking wine, drinking soda, or cussing, or complaining about men, or hanging around dumb women. Whatever it is, you need to slow down for a second. All right. Anybody got anything, brother? What's your name, brother?
Jason, but my channel name is What the Funk. Okay. I've helped women with this a bit, and it's if you can just find 5 songs a day and just do jumping jacks for that, just to get started. If you can't go to the gym, because sometimes a lot of women and a lot of men have a hard time getting to the gym because it's like a 15-minute ride there, and they don't want to go through the whole process.
Hold on. Sorry. Can somebody hit the like button and drop at least 3 super chats, y'all. The super chats have been super dry. Drop 3 super chats and drop some likes. But go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No, it's all gravy. I was just gonna say, like, yeah, if you can do jumping jacks for just 5 songs throughout the day, like first thing when you wake up, do jumping jacks for 1 song. Then get your day started. Then maybe when you at work, like you got a bathroom break, just 3 minutes, just not. And if you can do that 5 times a day, you're really getting like a lot of the cardio that you kind of need. And then from that, drinking the water, kind of cutting out alcohol, like for real, like liquor, like strong liquor.
Yeah.
Really adds so much sugar to your intake. And I would always also say, like, do some shopping at Aldi, because the corn syrup that's in a lot of American foods is a real issue that a lot of people don't know about. But when you go to Aldi, because it's a German company, even the granola bar, whatever, it doesn't have that kind of product in it. And you have to kind of start taking some looks at that. If you do those 3 things, you're going to start curbing. And then a lot of the stress that a lot of people have, it's in fat. A lot of the anger that people have, it's in the fat. Like a lot of the issues that you have, it's in your fat. But once you kind of get your body lean, and not muscular and bulk, but just like lean, kind of Native American style stuff, you'll actually find that you're just in a happier state of mind. You want to start going hiking. You want to start living life. You want to get off the computer. You want to get off the TV. You even want to stop smoking the weed so much, because it's like, it just doesn't really, you don't need it anymore. But when you smoke the weed, you get the munchies. That's when you start kind of remembering the past traumas of your life, or the past, triggers. And yeah, I think it's very simple and logical how you can really improve if you kind of just know how to ignore the distractions.
I agree. Ray, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Ray, you there?
Hello?
Hey, what do you think?
Hi, sorry, what's the question?
I don't know. Just what are your thoughts?
I don't really have any thoughts at the moment. I was just listening.
Okay, I'm just checking.
What are your thoughts on what you heard, sister?
I agree. Like I do similar things as well. Like I go to the gym currently, but before I used to go to the gym, I used to do jumping jacks and skipping as well. So
do you feel like you're running out of time to do anything, like have a baby, get married, lose weight or whatever? Do you feel like your impatience is taking over your life like a lot of these other women?
With babies, definitely. I think that's one of the things I'm afraid of the most. Like when I said in the comment section that I'm very impatient in terms of that I'm worried about wasting my time with the wrong man, it's mainly because of children. I don't want to wait too long to the point where I'm not able to have my own biological children.
Okay.
So I'm very impatient with that. And then because of that,
are you in your 30s already or no?
Move from relationships very quickly.
And I think she's 24, right?
Sorry?
You're 24, right?
23.
23. So my thing is this. Learn about men. I have a coaching group, and I think the majority of the ladies in my coaching group now are out. I don't want to say the state they're in, but they're out. They all met up. They're in another state, and they all met up and they're hanging out for the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think, and they're having a great time. But in the beginning, they didn't know each other. They were just in my coaching group, and they become because I'm simply the facilitator of a safe space. So they are out here living their lives, having fun and togetherness. They're learning about themselves or whatever. So when I say about learning about men, my coaching group is a place where you can actually learn about how men think, because, I'm going to give it to you real. And at the same time, I'm going to give you the love that you need by just, like I said, the safe space is just a beautiful place to be. It was one of the ladies who didn't know the other ladies that well. And because we're all in the group chat, right? So she's in a group chat like, I feel sick, I'm scared. And I'm like, what's going on? And one of the ladies was like, no, we got her. She's just a little nervous because she's flying out here. We got her. I was like, oh, okay, nothing else for me to say, and I backed off. And they just sent a picture of all of them like in the Uber together, and they hugging on her. Because, you know, sometimes you feel socially awkward or you feel a certain kind of way. You don't know these people. And they just loving on her like in the Uber the second they get together. And it's just so much of a beautiful thing. So for any woman, because it's women only, for any woman who is like, okay, so how do I learn about men, how men think? What am I doing? How do I do that? I understand college, I understand therapy, but what is this learning about men thing? Well, you can join my coaching group. And all you have to do is go to www.MrLetGo, MrLetGo / not the backward / join. And then my website will come up. And you can join my coaching group right now for only $1. And if you like what you see and enjoy, you're not going to want to leave. But after 7 days, it's going to be $87 a month after that. But at the end of the day, whether you join or not, we're going to have fun. We're going to live our lives. We're going through 2 particular books right now. And it's just a beautiful, amazing sight. You know, what we do, how everybody is growing or whatever. And I'm not here to sell y'all something because, like I said, I don't care if y'all join or not. We still going to keep doing what we doing. But I have to offer you guys the solutions that I'm telling y'all. I'm not sitting around, hey, go do this. Hey, go do that. And I haven't went to therapy. Or, hey, go do this, go do that. And I don't have a coaching group or, ways for you to actually grow. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to just yell at y'all and tell y'all what y'all need to do. I have a place for y'all to actually go and do it with, you know. But overall, Ray, how do you see yourself learning about men?
I mean, I've still got my father in my life, so
awesome.
We talk about things, but I don't feel like I could be 100% open with him. Like our conversations are very limited. I think because he's very conservative, and I just think he wouldn't understand some of the things I'm going through. And then I've got male friends, and I have tried to learn about men online, but I ended up falling into the red pill community thing, and that can be very toxic. You know, red pill content.
No.
And that is very toxic, and
that's toxic. Is gonna literally ruin your life. You're gonna start feeling like you're worthless. You're gonna start feeling like, women like me ain't gonna find nobody. Please stay away from that crap, please.
Yeah, it didn't help at all.
Do you have male cousins?
Really bad. Sorry?
Hold on, brother. So all I'm saying is sit down and talk with your dad. You know, you have a dad, and tell him like, hey, I want to be able to talk about anything with you. Can I? You know, because if he's a conservative person, he may be open to it, you know? Could you possibly do that?
I don't know. I can try, because I guess I'm kind of a bit conservative as well myself, but not on his level.
I understand, but you do have a father. You have a father, and that's a beautiful thing. But a lot of people don't go to their fathers because they think their father's going. But even my own kids sometimes might be like, well, I didn't know. No, tell me, ask me. Like, stop assuming stuff, Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everything else is secondary. Your father is first, but please stay away from that red pill crap, because you're going to start feeling worthless. Then you're going to end up having a baby because you think, I'm worthless. You know what I'm saying? And you're not worthless. It's just, I hate all this stupid mess out here.
Yeah, that's why I started to think, because I'm getting closer to 25.
Yeah.
So I'm here thinking I don't have time because I'm almost at my peak. And if I don't get married or have kids by 25, I won't be able to get a good quality man.
Yeah. You can get whatever it is you want. You just got to work on yourself. See, women just think they can go to college and get a collie man. No, you got to work on yourself, because you're still gonna have the same attitude. You're still gonna have the same childhood trauma. You're still gonna have the same abandonment issues. You're gonna still have the same need for this stupid independent mess. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn more about yourself and men, and the world. So college is in there, but college is third, not first. Go ahead, brother. You about to say something?
Thank you.
Hold on, Jada.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, one thing I was gonna ask if she has like male cousins where she can have these kind of conversations within her age gap, and talk freely about it, because if she has a conservative father, sometimes I get that. But a cheat sheet, if you really want to try to find out about how men really are, bartend for like some hole in the wall, like especially like a sports bar spot, and just bartend and just kind of chop it up and just like actually have these kind of conversations. And there's a book called The Book of Questions, where once you kind of get to just start being freely speaking to men, ask them those kind of questions, you really start to kind of feel how men really think. The Book of Questions is a great way to dive and kind of feel how somebody really thinks, who somebody really is. Not like the superficial questions, like what are you looking for? Like, it's a book of questions where it really makes people really examine who they are and who they want to be. And just ask those questions to men. Like, don't be afraid to. And you'll start to learn about how a lot of men truly think. And definitely older men too, like people who are near like their like 70s and 80s. Like, they'll really tell you some of the realest stuff, like getting around like a nursing home and spending time there doing some volunteer work. You'll learn so much about humans, about how they really feel when they're near their last days. And you'll start to kind of realize what's really important in your life at an early age that a lot of people tell you to ignore. Like, you'll hear their regrets, and it'll really kind of put you on the right path. Native Americans say you get your messages from your elders, from strangers, and the elderly. And like that's where you kind of get your messages from the people who need to give you your messages, the people of your past DNA.
I love that, brother. The Book of Questions. I gotta download that book myself. I'll do it right now, but I got both phones.
Actually, I already have it. I'll send it to you on Instagram.
Okay, cool.
So it's free, and I'll send it right to you.
That'll work. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We got a windstorm here, so I'm partying before the wind stops dying, because I love the wind. So
that's what's up.
But yo, you kicking butt and you doing great things in this space, and keep dropping knowledge and keep putting good energy in this atmosphere.
I appreciate you, brother.
And Jada, just take a breath. You got this. Just breathe, okay? You just slow it down. You amazing, Jada. But but this is what a lot of women deal with. They feel like they're running out of time, so they gotta do this and gotta do that, and it hurts them, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we recognize that and we stay away from it.
A woman's biggest coping mechanism is a baby. So if you don't slow down, you're going to stress yourself out into a baby. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate coping mechanism for a woman, huh?
Nothing. I was just reading chat before I go.
Okay.
All good. All gravy.
All right, man. We heading out. Have a good one.
All right, thank you.
Brother. No problem, y'all.
All right. Real quick. I want to read this message. Marie says, and this is the problem. And I'm glad I have two young women up here so I can help you not do certain things. As you get older, you're going to hear a bunch of older women whine about the dumbest stuff. All right. So Marie says, and this is an example of a woman whining about the dumbest stuff. Marie says on the episode of Bel Air that I actually watched, she literally said, I literally saw a woman, Aunt Viv, who lost herself in her husband. First of all, this woman has a beautiful life on this show, Bel Air. Her kids are great. Her kids are flourishing. And overall, Aunt Viv is actually the problem in the show. So just keep that in mind. Aunt Viv is actually the problem in the show. So I'll get back to that in a second. So she says, I literally saw a woman, Aunt Viv, who lost herself in her husband, an educated woman, wife, mother, who has everything. Key word. This woman says She has everything now, presently. Okay, she has everything. But let's move on and see what else she says. This is a woman who has everything: education, wife, mother, beautiful life, everything she ever wanted. But there's a problem. So she says, hold on. She says she used to paint and it's something that she loved, but she gave up to focus more on her husband, and she seems lonely to me, right? A lot of older women are going to tell you this dumb crap, this idiotic crap, that an education is more important than your family. And this is the problem with Black people. I will tell any woman at any point, do not listen to any other Black woman. I'm not saying only listen to me, but don't listen to Black women, period. If a Black woman tells you to go left, go right. Do the opposite of what any Black woman tells you. Because it's gonna be some stupid stuff that ain't got no sense, because they learned it from their own mom who taught them some stupid stuff that ain't got no sense. So this is the problem with this. She started out by saying Aunt Viv has everything, right? But according to what Marie says, she's lonely, she doesn't have this, she doesn't have that. So according to what she's saying is, ladies, you don't want to have everything. You don't want to have an education. You don't want to have a husband. You don't want to have a loving family. You don't want to live out in Bel Air. No, give all that up and go paint and struggle. Does that make sense? This is what women tell y'all to do. Let me tell y'all something. For the people who did not look at Bel Air, because you don't need to see it. We all seen the old school Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Do you want to live like that? Do you want to have a loving husband? Do you want to have a education? Do you want to have a great life? Do you want to live in Bel Air? Do you want to have a loving family? Didn't they all seem like they love each other? You know, Carlton, Hillary, the younger girl, Will. It was a lot of love. It was a lot of togetherness. It was a lot of legacy there, right? But listening to these Black women are going to have you giving all of that up to go paint. This is the idiotic mindset of so many Black women. It's just dumb. Yeah, go divorce Uncle Phil and go paint and see how your life end up looking like then. Just dumb. So, Ray and Jada, what are your thoughts on this stupid mess? And if you agree, it's okay. But I want y'all to understand the idiotic thought process of a lot of the older women that are going to try to steer you away from finding a husband, because they can't find a husband. But what are y'all thoughts?
I think a lot of
if she was even married, because
most likely not.
Okay, because it just seems like maybe she wanted the life of Aunt Viv, but I'm thinking of it as this is the TV show. Like, you don't know.
No. Let's take away the TV show. Let's look at it as real life, because that's a lot of people's real lives. A woman stands behind her husband and she gives up her acting career, her singing career, or her modeling career, or her art career, and she feels a certain kind of way, but she has loving kids. The kids are getting an education. Everybody's happy. And you have a husband that loves you and adores you, because in the show, he adores his wife. But this freaking woman is like, oh, she seems lonely. Okay, get a dog. You can't have everything. So my point is this, y'all, to the young ladies here, you're not going to have everything. Okay. It's going to be a certain point in your life where you're just like, oh my God, I gave up this. But you got to look at what you gave it up for. Now, if you gave it up to be a crackhead, I understand. But pay attention to your life with your husband versus your life by yourself as a single mother, making art. This is just so stupid. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I honestly feel like even though I don't have any kids, I feel like if you do have kids, it's like your life is not your life anymore. Like your life now is your life. So like whatever you had going on before your children, it doesn't matter anymore because now you have to make sure they're okay. So it cannot be all about you. You have to make sure that because your dreams, not saying your dreams are on pause, but when you have kids, that becomes like neglectful. When you're painting or whatever, what about the kid who crying, who got bullied at school today?
Right.
You worried about painting a flower? You worried about. So I feel like once you have kids, it's not about you anymore. So you have to make sacrifices, and you can't be selfish. And I feel like that happens like in the modern day parents or whatever, and like what goes on with like a lot of childhood trauma. I feel like neglect because the parents they feel like they're young and they still have a life, and they forget about their life until the kids get older, and then they the trauma or whatever start wearing off, or start really just showing up. But it's like being selfish and being neglectful because once you have kids, you have another responsibility. So really, it's not about you anymore. It's about the kid.
All right, so let me say this, because this is here comes another older woman trying to poison y'all brains with some more idiotic stuff. Rena says, why should she give up her career? Because she's married. See, these are single mothers who have just don't know what the hell they're doing, looking to tell other younger women that are younger than them, how to ruin their lives just like they ruin their lives. Please, Jada and Ray and anybody else watching this, please don't listen to these older women, because they're not bad people. They're just traumatized single mothers that just want you to be a traumatized single mother so they won't feel so bad about their lives. See, Rena says, why should she give up her career? She has a husband. She has a beautiful life. And she didn't have a career. She just had a talent. Okay. Not one time in the show did anybody say she had a career. She had a wonderful talent. She didn't have a career. Then she comes back and says, that man can die. You have no skills or ability. You won't have the finances. There's something called life insurance, Rena. See, single mothers don't know what life insurance is because they don't have husbands. If this man that is wealthy dies, there's something also called an inheritance. See, single mothers don't know what an inheritance is because her mother was a single mother. And guess what, ladies? Women usually don't have anything to leave their children that comes anywhere close to an inheritance or life insurance. Then, you know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is these older women are going to do everything in their power to ruin your lives, Ray and Jada. This is very important for you to understand. They're going to say, listen to me. Just like Jada mama, your mama said, don't listen to nobody else. Only listen to me. Your older co-workers, any black woman in your life, they're going to say the same dumb mess. I don't know what is wrong with them, but there's a plot in some type of way to ruin your life.
Sorry,
so go ahead, Ray.
I think it all just boils down to fear. Like I can understand where they're coming from.
Yes.
Like there's been many women that would invest in a man and focus on him, and then they don't get the same energy back, or it seems like they've wasted their time. Okay, so they don't want to waste their time.
Ray, I want you to think about this. You can waste 6 years of your life in college and not get the same thing back and end up being $200,000 in debt. Do you know anybody that's $100,000 or $200,000 in debt and they only making $50,000 a year after they graduate from college, Ray?
No.
Okay. What is your reality of people who graduate from college in your life? You don't know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
not too sure.
Right. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just trying to prove a point. Okay. Find a husband. All right. Because there, you can look at the statistics of how many people graduate from college actually are making more than $50,000 a year. It's a low amount. Okay. So you can base your life on a husband, or you can base your life on a degree. It's best to base your life on a husband, because you can have a job, you can have a degree and have a husband. But these women don't want you to have a husband. And that is the thing that's mind numbing. They're against having a husband because they don't have a husband. It's like the child that can't play, and now they go over kicking dirt in everybody else's face because they don't want them to play either. It's this childlike mindset of ruining your life so you won't, so you can kind of like I don't know what it is, but there's an objective to ruin the young women coming up behind their lives, just like Jada's mom is trying to do with her. So it's not just your mother, it's other mothers too. If there's a single mother in your life and if she's older than you, get away from her, because she's going to do whatever she can possibly do to make you do the same things that she did so you can be just like her. So she won't feel bad about her dumb mistakes. Go ahead, Ray.
Do you not think that they're just trying to protect the young women, though?
From what? Listen to this dumb mess. Please explain to me what they're trying to protect you from.
From, being disappointed just like they were.
Life is about disappointment. You're always going to have disappointments. What are you talking about?
I don't know, but
cryptocurrency.
I don't know what to say, but
cryptocurrency is down. I woke up disappointed this morning. Cryptocurrency is down, but guess what? It's going to go back up. So what in the world? See, women go through life running around not wanting to be disappointed. People going to disappoint you. Life is going to disappoint you every day. You wake up one day and it's snowing. It's 30 feet of snow. You're disappointed. But guess what? The snow is going to melt. The rain is going to stop. Right? It's going to be summertime. So regardless of what's disappointing you, it can change. Whether you can change it or life will change. And Rena is like, I don't want you to make the same mistakes. You're trying to get them to make the same mistakes. That's the problem, Rena. Go ahead, Ray.
I don't know what to say at this point.
So here comes another older woman. Here comes another older woman trying to ruin your life. So my husband died. So then what? Do you see how dumb this mindset is?
Right. I want to elaborate on that.
Go ahead. Husbands die. What?
What do you do? What do you do when like going through the childhood trauma and you live through that? Like, what do you do when you like have a weak moment, like for like those negative thoughts? Like, how do you get strengthened? Like, how do you find strength and get strong in that, or have like the right mindset to like go off like your beliefs and not like the other person's beliefs? Because,
I have,
like I said earlier,
hold on, Jada. Let me answer the question. I have a set of principles that I share with the ladies in my coaching group. So the ladies in my coaching group can easily answer that and run off by memory the principles that I share with them. And the word is share, because I live by my own principles. So when the answer to your question is, when I feel down, I go to my principles. When I feel down, I have a level of optimism. When I feel down, I have a level of gratitude. I'm grateful for what I do have. I'm grateful for waking up this morning. See, we got to stop, and I'm not saying you, we got to stop being entitled to stuff, okay? I'm just happy to be breathing. During the corona time, like a year and a half ago, every day I used to be grateful that I was breathing because I was hearing so much stuff on the news. I was scared. So every day I would just look in the mirror and be like, all right, I'm alive, because they were scaring the hell out of everybody. And it wasn't even nothing to be afraid of, but I was simply grateful to be alive. That's around when I started drinking water and doing more thing. I take sea moss and stuff. So it's gratitude, it's appreciation for what you already have, y'all. It's about changing your lifestyle and doing things like drink water and work out more often. And it'll give you more confidence in who you actually are as a person without any outside issues. I mean, not issues, without any outside help. But we need outside help. We need inside help also. So there's inside help, which is making sure your mind is right. You're making sure you're happy, making sure you're drinking water instead of alcohol and hamburgers and stuff. And then the outside help is having friends around you. Like I have male friends, I have female friends, where I could just call them and be like, yo, I'm having a bad day. They'd be like, yo, what's going on with you? And then I could tell them, you know? So you have, but another thing is most important. You have to know who is trash in your life and who is actually sunlight in your life. And you can write this down. Who is trash and who is sunlight? And focus on the sunlight and stay away from the trash. And sometimes the trash can actually be family members. Just stay away from them, because trash is over there, y'all. I got trash. I always got trash because I always throw stuff away, right? If you eat, you're going to have trash. But you close the lid on the trash. You don't spend time around the trash. And when the trash starts to stink, you throw it away. But I don't throw the trash away until it gets full, right? So when you have people around you that are actually trash and they're in your family or whatever, you don't just always throw them away. You just keep your distance from them. You just close the lid. You know what I mean? And you set boundaries with the trash in your life, because there's always going to be somebody in your life that's just dumb or saying something stupid or whatever, but you may love the person anyway. Just set boundaries with them. Because we all got trash inside of our houses. But when it gets too much, you throw it away. Does that make sense? I know she just dropped, but does that make sense, Ray?
Yeah, definitely. I already kind of incorporate that into my life. So people that I think are kind of like trash, I don't talk to them as often.
Yeah.
Or I don't talk to them about certain things because I can already gather how they're gonna respond, and it's not what I'm looking for.
Right. See, I got the refrigerator and I got the trash can, right? I'm not gonna go to the trash can for food. I'm gonna go to the refrigerator, right? And I'm not gonna go to the refrigerator and dump my grease in it. Right? I'm gonna dump that in the trash. So when you look at your life, you're gonna have people that are trash, and you're gonna have people that are your sunlight or your refrigerator. So people that feed you and people that you just drop waste on. You know what I'm saying? Both have a particular responsibility in your life, and you can't never live without neither one of them. Because there's always going to be somebody that's like, and you care about them or you love them, and you just, you ain't never going to just pull away to where you're never going to see them again. But at the end of the day, you just have to know who is trash and who is your sunshine. And make sure to hit the like button, y'all. Thank you. Somebody on Facebook hit me with a heart. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm just here to help y'all, give you guys a different enlightenment, because the majority of these freaking older women are literally like attempting to ruin your life by making you feel bad about focusing on a husband. And it's disgusting, So it's hard being a black woman, because black women are literally trying to make you ruin your own life. So it's like, you know, they're teaching you how to not trust men, but you can't trust them either. They're actually, a woman is actually worse than a man when it comes to getting advice from or listening to or being around. To be honest with you, you might have a bad boyfriend who's crazy, who this and that, who's a stalker and all that. But if you think about your best friends, your family members, your mom, the women in your life, who's actually the worst person overall? It's usually the women. Because they so angry, so spiteful, so fearful of men, where they teach you to stay away from men. And it's sad. So my heart goes out to any of you young ladies who haven't had kids, because these women are literally going to make you baby mamas just like them, instead of married, happy, flourishing women. And it's absolutely disgusting. But overall, I hope somebody learned something from this. Younger women, stay away from older women. Find men that are really doing something in their lives to take advice from, to find protection, you know, to find a husband. College is cool, but college isn't everything, because the longer you focus on just being out here by yourself and on your own, you're going to be more sad, angry, spiteful, because we all, I'll say it again, we all need each other. Men need women and women need men. But so many of these women are so damaged and hurt, where they're literally teaching young women to stay away from men and not trust men. Don't get married. And it's sad. Our communities are in shambles because of a lot of these women. But they're literally teaching you to stay away from men. And it's sad. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. Yes, find a husband. Stay true to yourself. Marie, you're finally coming back to the light, to the good side. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Rena says, you can't make a man marry you, but you can require a man to marry you. Oh, do you see how easy that was? Can somebody put in the chat? You can't make a man marry you, but you can require a man to marry you. Oh, that needs to be a meme. Somebody put that in the chat for me, please. You can't make a man marry you, but you can definitely require a man to marry you. But this is all I'm saying, y'all. This is these women just trying to feed y'all just stupid stuff. Please don't listen to them. But all that being said, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. This was a good live. My freaking Wi-Fi didn't act up, so I finally fixed it. Got a new setup or whatever. So I need y'all to do something for me, though. I need you to go, if you're a woman, I need you to either go under this video. Let me show you. Go under this video and tap access all of my services here. Go under this video right now and click the link where it says access all of my services now, and pick something that is helpful to you. All right. You can join my coaching group as a woman. You can buy my emotional attachment blueprint course. That's in there also. You can book a one-on-one with me. You can do anything you want to do, but I have resources that will help you. I am not the end all be all. I'm not a therapist. So I would also say go look into getting a therapist, but don't give up on yourself, and never listen to these women telling you that a man can't help you, because that's their issues. That's their fear. And don't allow any of these women to project their fear on you, because men need women and women definitely need men. Go into this video right now and look under access my services here. I'm also going to put it pin it in the comment. Access one of those services, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day.